Rosemary Rodriguez. I'm the director of Hail Mary with these beautiful people here. And yes, it's an old story that we think we know what the story is, but it sort of takes a lot of religious notions and turns them on their heads. So it's a genre movie. And it's about Mary, who's 9 months pregnant, who's never had sex, who is coming up through Mexico because there's a virus and she's got to get to the United States because the virus kills all newborns. So that's sort of backstory. So she's on foot, she comes through, she meets Jose, Benny, and who's a carpenter, not a great carpenter, but he built a tunnel for the cartel. But you're okay. But he's pretty good. It lasts long enough. But anyway, he builds a tunnel for the cartel. So she has to sort of convince him to help her get across the tunnel, where they go and meet the Archangel Gabriella, who gives them a barn so that she can give birth. And meanwhile, the devil, Jack Houston, who is making his own movie right now, he is the devil who is chasing Maria. He wants to get the baby to change the course of history. And along the way, he also sort of confronts our humanity because he's the devil in human form for the first time. So he gets sidetracked a little bit, with eating a taco for the first time, and it sort of bursts in his mouth. He's like, oh my God, it's a fucking taco. Like, he's like, it's incredible. Or he, visits the church and he sees people kissing and he's trying to figure out what human love is. So there's a lot of dynamics to the movie that make it really fun. And it's a quick movie and it's a crazy ride, but at the end of the day, it's about a young woman who's pregnant trying to give a life to her child, a better life, by getting into the United States. So at the end of the day, I don't like the word message, but that's the heart of the movie.
I'm Natalia Del Riego, and I play Maria. And I would say that that already makes me emotional just because I know what we talked about coming from nothing and also kind of building your legacy and what it means to come from nothing and be someone that changes the world, which I think Maria really embodies. She's somebody that sees herself as average. And again, that makes me emotional because I've been there. And she ends, I think the story goes from being, I don't know what I'm capable of, to, wait, I can change the world. And that's what I love about Hail Mary. Sorry, it makes me emotional, but I love it, and I'm really excited for everyone to see it.
That's the reason I wanted to do the movie, because I think that very idea that we judge people based on status, it's the opposite message here. It's to say that it's the things that you can't see that are a person's values and integrity, strength, heart, and you can be homeless, you can have nothing, and you can change the world. And I think we live in a world that's based on monetary value. And so the message here is the complete opposite. So I thought that was quite beautiful.
Definitely underdog story. And there's a moment, Jack's not here, but I would ask Jack to talk about it, where he's looking for Maria outside and he sees this homeless guy, and he actually, and it was Jack's idea, that like the homeless guy is drinking a beer, and then he stops and he's like, because he just ate his delicious taco, he's like, hey, can I wash it down with the beer? And just the idea that the devil knows nothing about judgment of a homeless person, is just like, hey, can I have a drink? And he takes a drink of his beer. Who on this earth would do that to a homeless person? Go and say, hey, can I share a drink with you? And that's a subtle message in the movie. And
my name is Benny Emmanuel. I play Joseph. Jose is a carpenter, as Rosemary said. He works for a drug cartel. He doesn't want to work there. He's not a bad person, but he has been taking bad decisions all his life. So when Maria comes to his life, he realizes that he has a chance to do the things better and for the first time do the right things. So he takes that opportunity. He doesn't want to be a bad person. He needs to be a good person. So that's why he helps Maria when he has the chance. He's Jose.
And I think this character, it's interesting. I think throughout my career, I've always gotten characters that I'm meant to play. We always hope we're going to get this role or that role, but this came to me, and there was something quite magical even in the process of creating the role. Like, I would see signs of Gabrielle everywhere, like Archangel Gabrielle, this is such an epic thing. And like I said, to be a part of a story that's really an underdog story is very much mine as well. I came from a very humble background, but I had everything that I needed, which is love. And I think that's the message, that there isn't anything greater than love, and love can make you stronger. It can make you, you can go through anything, and we kind of see that journey with Maria.
I think another important theme about it is the immigration problems. Maria has to cross the border to have the child, this baby that is going to save the world, or many, many people. And she has to face those problems that immigrants face every single day to try to get a better life and leave everything behind them. That's an important theme about it, and you gotta watch it, I think.